Hi guys, welcome to my niece TV Zealots. We're back with another What's the Truth. Today we're talking about Charlottesville and our reaction to, what went on there. Let me go ahead and introduce us. My name is Denise and my partner in crime is Mary. If you like these kinds of videos, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all of those things. And Mary, go ahead and say hi.
Hi. This is a departure from our usual, recapping TV shows, which we are still gonna do. But I mean, Denise and I are Black people, so when stuff happens, we still react to it. So we thought we would just share some of our thoughts. I don't know if everybody knows about what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. Denise, the event?
I know a little bit about what happened. I don't watch the news. I kind of get my news word of mouth and on Twitter and social media and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just, to be able to sleep at night and have a little bit of sanity. Like, I cannot watch that particular program. But, I know the gist of what happened and from different articles and stuff that surfaced.
Right. And that is one interesting thing about what did happen in Charlottesville is that a lot of it wasn't really on the news, but this is another video that we're probably going to do is the way that they break down news about maybe white crime and news about Black crime. I just can't watch the news. I just want to get a fact what happened and not, and this woman owed several parking tickets and, we don't need all that extra stuff. But there was a rally that was planned and was permitted. Neo-Nazis and the Klan and white nationalists and just regular racist white people. They were all there. And they had tiki torches. And they were protesting the removal of a Confederate statue. And there were a few people that were standing in front of the statue that were saying, this is bad and this is a racist thing and we need to bring it down. So that blew up. It went viral online. And it wasn't actually really on the news at first until more counter-protesters showed up. Anti-racism people showed up. There were a couple of fights in the street. Like the Nazis are violent people. Like they were starting stuff, And one guy drove his car into a group of the anti-racist protesters and killed one woman, her name was Heather, and two police officers who were monitoring the scene. I don't know what happened, but their helicopter crashed around that time as well. So with all of that going on, it was really hard to see so many white supremacists and Nazis, anti-Semites, just able to show their faces and be out there and beat people up and know that the leader of our nation would not condemn them. And then he proved it because he couldn't say their names. He couldn't say Nazis. He couldn't say KKK. And that was really hard for me. And of course, it was on a Saturday. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I work at a church. And it's mostly white church. And I was gearing myself up to have to go in there and just beg for people to see me as human and not ask me any questions. I want to call in sick. I wanted to call in Black. So that's my half of it. How are you feeling, Denise?
Well, I watched that video, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Not only did I want to call in Black,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wanted to scream about it, to talk about it, and to say, why and when are we all going to see each other as people, as human, with, you know, a level of decency and respect,
Yeah.
you know? And when are we when are we going to stop teaching and passing down hate messages?
Yes.
It's too much, you know, in this day and age. And you say that in this day and age, you know, over and over again. And honestly, it starts to, you know, feel like, okay, well, no, what do you mean this day and age? Like, everything that happened pretty much in the past is still happening now. It's still going on today. And it's sad because we're not progressing. We're not moving forward.
Right.
And I was actually out in the nail shop when the nail salon, when Trump made his speech.
Ooh.
And I mean, he was up there acting like a petulant, just childish. It was, you could tell he did not want to say anything to condemn the neo-Nazis or their actions or the fact that people died. You know, they were just peacefully protesting, you know, hatred, peacefully protesting, you know, racism and, you know, different things that, you know, shouldn't be. You would think we would have moved past. And they lost their lives for this. They died. They were hurt. They were battered. I mean, in every shot you see somebody, you know, being beat with a bat or being, you know, like we said, run over with a car, or, you know, things being thrown at them. And you're like, okay, they're acting like animals. And I shouldn't even say that, because animals do not behave this way. So it's, you know.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I want to live to see the day. Like, I feel like I'm saying the same thing that our ancestors said and people before us. Like, I want to live to see a day where we could be, you know, peaceful and respectful to one another. And it's like, that day is not today. Like, I mean, even if the neo-Nazis and the, you know, the white supremacists, they wanted, you know, to protest the statue being taken down. And then another group shows up to protest what you're doing. I mean, why did a riot, why did it have to incite madness? Like, why does that have to happen?
Yeah. And just thinking about what they were saying that they wanted to take their country back, that they were not going to be replaced. This is a group of people who are living in fear. This is a group of people that have had everything handed to them. This is a group of people who have been first in line their whole lives. And now they're realizing that we're trying to make the line shoulder to shoulder so we can all be there together. And they feel like something's being taken from them. And they want to go back to the Confederate times. They want to go back to a time where they could praise horrible people like Robert E. Lee. And we're not going back. We can't go back. I refuse to go back. And one thing, I know not everyone is a Christian, but one thing that I like to think about in the Bible when God was calling his children to him. He was saying the things that you worshiped before, like your ethnicity, your whiteness, or I mean, even our blackness, like that's something you need to tear down, tear those idols down, tear those statues down, and put me up instead. I feel like those statues need to come down. They're worshiping an America that does not exist anymore. In Germany, those neo-Nazis, they're not allowed to do the Heil Hitler. They're not allowed to have their flags. They're not allowed to have their uniforms. There are no statues of Hitler yet. Somehow we all remember him. Isn't that interesting? I think the statues can come down. There's no... anyway, sorry.
No, I totally agree. I agree. And, you know, like you said, it's those people aren't Christians.
And they claim us. And I'm like, nah, boo-boo. No. Jesus didn't speak a word of English. Get it straight. Jesus was brown, first of all. So I could do this all day.
So, yeah, I mean, let us know your reactions. I just have a lot of questions. And I mean, I have a lot of feelings. And it's a mess. Like, I broke my rules. I was like, I don't watch them videos. I don't do that. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I watched it.
But honestly, encourage us to take some self-care, Denise. Give us a little encouragement.
Yes, please. Just hug yourself and love yourself. Like, I mean, take some time, turn off the television, sit down, you know, take a few minutes just to breathe. We need to do that anyway. Like in this day and age, we're always on our phone. We're always plugged in. Sometimes you just need to unplug. And I mean, even if you're not spiritual or you don't believe in God, like you don't want to pray or anything like that, that's fine. You know, just sit down and spend some time with yourself. Like just breathing and unwinding from all of the craziness that's going on. So with that being said, leave a comment below and woosah. And have a good night, guys. Until next time. Bye.